Spot. So for tonight, you will witness in total 20 poets from 7 countries in one round in search for the best 3 winners. And also performing for you tonight, especially a guest poet from Australia, Morganix, and from the USA, we have NES Poetry, and a special performance from Alien Child. And in between session, so don't go anywhere because that's definitely something you don't want to miss. So how excited are you, everyone? Where are you from? I cannot hear you technically, but I can see the live chat. I want everyone to sending in emojis, snapping your fingers, or like I want everyone to filling in the live chat right now. I'm so excited. And technically, I'm not the host tonight. You would know that if you follow our social media. So during the whole Poetry Slam, the event from 6 p.m. right now until 8 later, if you want to post something on your social media, Instagram or Facebook post, don't forget to tag us at Unspoken Poetry Slam and also at Ubud Writers Fest using the hashtag Kembali20. We would love to hear whatever it is you think about the Poetry Slam and also other than on the live chat. And yes, so anybody knows who's going to be the host tonight? Filling out on the live chat, who's gonna be who's gonna be the host? It is other than the winner of the Ubud Writers Readers Festival Poetry Slam in 2016, Ilya Sumanto. She is going to be our host tonight. She is a spoken word artist, an educator who has performed and taught in Asia, Europe, and Africa. And she is also organizing and hosted the Senegal's first youth poetry slam in 2019. And she'll be hosting our slam tonight from her quarantine hotel in Guangzhou, China. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, everything is so exciting. And you know what, without further ado, I'm just gonna hand it over to Ilya. Ilya, give it up for the Poetry Slam.
Ni hao. Thank you, Helza. And yes, Kembali 2020 Grand Slam is here. The one of the annual finale events of the Ubud Writers Readers Festival, which everyone is always excited about every year. I'm Ilya Sumanto, your host. And today, 20 poets from 7 countries and 4 continents are going head to head, mouth to mouth from their own respective home. And may the internet connection be with you and all of us. If this is your first time watching a poetry slam, welcome, selamat datang. And here's what you need to know. Like Helza said, we only have 1 round tonight, and slammers are going to be scored out of 10 points. No props, no music allowed, and each slammer is given only 3 minutes to perform their original work. And for this slam, 1 point will be deducted for every 10 seconds exceeded. Yeah, they're pretty strict about this. So remember, poets, remember slammers to mind your time. And judges are normally picked at random, but today we are privileged to have 3 distinguished judges. And the first one is Elaine Foster, woohoo! Spoken word poet and educator, founder of My Poetry School, and also an advocate for sign language poetry. How interesting. Elaine, how are you tonight?
Hi, Ilya, and hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. I'm good.
Okay, thank you, Elaine. Yes, and Donny Marmar, a spoken word poet, winner of the Ubud Writers Grand Slam 2015, and an Indonesian environmental activist now based in Melbourne, Australia. Donny!
Hello!
How are you feeling today?
It's been, finally Melbourne is opening up, so I'm happy to be able to drink wine outside before I'm just kind of like caving in, so it's a good feeling.
That's cool. Unlike some of us, like me, I can't even like smell the fresh air from outside. Anyway, and with us, we have the champion of last year's Ubud Writers Slam, also published author and educator, Wulan. Where's Wulan? Wulan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Outside! How lucky!
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So are you ready to crown the new winners of Ubud Slam here?
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
Cool. Okay, so now we are set. Wait. We need 2 more judges. Can we have 2 more judges from the audience? Because normally the democratic nature of Islam requires, like, of course, audience participation. And we would like to choose 2 people from the audience. Where can I see them? Hang on. Virginia Helza, could you give me 2 names, please? Because I can't see the website from here. Apparently China doesn't allow it. Can you help me choose 2 audience from the chat group?
How about Yasmin Azahari?
Yasmin Azahari. Yasmin Azahari, can you stay until the end? It's a responsibility, you know.
This is somebody in the chat.
Okay, one more. So we have Yasmin.
Yeah, but she hasn't said yes. How do we know?
Consent is important.
How do we get consent here, folks?
Okay. I need some help.
Yasmin said yes.
Yasmin said yes.
Yay!
Okay. Yasmin said yes. Okay, who's the other one?
Let's pick a name at random. Donnie, pick a name at random.
Pick a name, pick a name.
I'm trying to find. There's Christina Mawar from YouTube. Our live streaming.
Did she say yes?
There's a delay, so we're just waiting. Christina Mawar, can you please take up the challenge of being our 5th and final judge, which means you have to watch for 2 hours.
But it's okay. Yeah, it's totally okay if you don't know anything about poetry.
Yes,
It's even
Christina.
better, you know?
Christina said yes. Christina said yes.
Yay! So one Yasmin and another judge is Christina. Perfect. So I need a prophet to submit the scores to me, okay, via the chat, the Zoom chat, because I can't log on to the Ubud.
You better ask your tech team to help you out with that.
Yes, thank you. Okay, now whoop. All right, I think we are set, ladies and gentlemen, folks. So yeah, to neutralize the judging and to set the scoring bar, we are going to start off with a sacrificial poet. Bah. And who are we sacrificing? Our own featured poet, apparently, Morgan Lewis. So we're gonna hear from Morgan. Let's welcome Morgan on stage.
Doesn't live here anymore. Complexity? Forgotten. To get top score. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I call it dumbing it down. So busy getting likes, we forget the sound. One hand clapping is a paradox lost. On the quest for fame in this little hand box. Step in for confession, upload outrage. Nearly 15 years old, never act my age. Gotta pose, gotta quote, gotta overshare. Gotta write a rap about it, no I just don't care, so stop. Wait a minute. Just see what happens. Calm down the synapse, hear the wind tapping on the windows, the eyes to your soul. Pull down the blinds and stay at home, 'cause we have to. Pandemics happen. Life is but a miracle and I'm lucky to be rapping and I'm grateful. 'Cause great ones have passed. Still studying their output to use as a mast. 'Cause there really was a world before the World Wide Web. Full of wonder and amazement and the follies of men and women making miracles in spite of them. Before discovery, this land was alive again, indigenous and genius to weather the storm, ice age to the barrier reef and reborn, bringing wonder and knowledge and fire and courage, little people through time who haven't been published, but the freedom of the press is only guaranteed to Murdoch or Zuckerberg or is it me? 'Cause I'm tapping this text into my phone beside the sea. Crazy, digital, high tide that sets words free. So I stop, wait a minute, grab my double-edged sword, write a message in the sand that can't be ignored, but the tide hits and washes it all away. Liberated from my words, I feel okay.
All right, he felt okay. Now, everyone, what did you think about that? Judges, your scores, please. What do you say, Donnie? Do we have the scores yet? Judge number 1, Elaine, 8.88 from judge number 1. Judge number 2, we have Donnie, 8.9 from Donnie. And Wulan, what's your score, Wulan? What's your score, Wulan? Is Wulan here?
7.
7 from Wulan. And what about Yasmin and Christina? What say you, Christina and Yasmin?
Christina said it's 8.5.
All right, 8.5 from Christina, and
Yasmin said it's 8.
8, yay! Okay, now we are set. Let's move on to our first real slammer. Let's welcome Ayunita Xiaowei from Depok, Jawa Barat on stage.
Ilya, do you mind to call her again? I don't think she's here.
Oh, she's not here? Ayunita is not here? Okay, sorry. Let's move on to the next one. We are all still learning, okay? This is like my first virtual slam, yo. Okay, as everyone else. All right, so let's move on to the next poet. The next poet is from Seattle. It's about 3:30 a.m. there now. Karissa Finneran, are you ready?
Ready.
Woohoo!
Should I start?
Yes.
Okay. This is called Sweet Sacredness. I lit jasmine-scented incense and blew away a Passover belief that using my breath, my lips to put out the fire is disrespectful, and felt joy continue to rise. A beautiful surprise to see more of skin existing without sin, and in that Jakarta heat, I swear I could have made it through the street smiling and eating satay, but no need. Sayang, healing always begins with matched wood, and then naturally, as it should, We allow and surrender, then transition to water and steady soil, barren of toxic seeds that don't serve well and can lead through layers of hell. A well climbed and climbed and climbed. He dragged you, climbed. She pulled you, climbed. They tugged you, climbed. They beckoned you, climbed. If not a rope, there's a ladder. It's made for us to climb until, well, heaven. And I swear, it's heaven this time and not heaven. Jokes. Heaven. Gotcha again. Heaven. Finally, heaven is here. Oh, cosmic inceptions. This is why I believe there's a capital P in pen and it's already written, and yet my hand still writes, and there's two on the one seesaw sitting equally and smiling. Not smiling all season like you taught. In denial of the truth, mine was hushed, and the space and time requires clear eyes, so continue to sip clarity infused with cherry, slowly, because there's no need for speed now, but there is for laughter. The ability to do that in the beginning of a season, during some parts, and at the end is a strength you know and will never let go of. So the name of the season, all the orange red autumn with carved pumpkins on doorsteps, is also sacredness, in stilliness, in suffering, in her, in him, through bites of chocolate pound cake from another newfound coffee shop, while casually pondering, is this self-love or self-numbing? Tip paid, last sip, the end of searching for the divine in different places in time, arms and rhymes. Now you see the very divinity and femininity, even when only masculinity was allowed to be. Respect to both, respect to both. We're born with two arms, two legs, two sides of a coin, and sayang, you finally come home into your own. But when you decided to stop looking for the light and become it instead, you forgot the natural duality of humanity, absent of misunderstood labels and fear to swim through what's real, because to swim in the sacredness of self is one thing and all that is another. Here lies beauty in yin and yang, bravery to walk through truths on land, not that you weren't before through tears flowing inside purple walls, his mother's room, and the forest reciting, screaming, singing, Gate, gate, para, sam gate, bori, swaha, and all the names. Now we sing to the sky under ever comforting company of stars, seated in not lotus position this time, but jungkook position, sprawled like a mermaid on moss rock shore, dancing on light-coated floor. Here, the bread is so soft, I break it and let unrefined olive oil seep. Amrita, divine nectar, drips down my chin. I don't even look for a napkin, because in harmony, in disharmony, in firmness, in softness, sweetness, in sensuality, in sexuality, in actuality, all is divinity and all is sacred. Terima kasih.
Oh, thank you for the wisdom, Karissa. There's no need for speed now, but there is for laughter. And that's what Miss Corona is trying to teach all of us. Okay, judges, are you ready for your scores? .2 from judge number 2, Donnie. Woohoo! Elaine Foster. 8.0 from Elaine Foster. Bulan, what's your score?
8.5.
8.5 from Bulan. And yeah, Yasmin.
8.9 from
8.9
Christina.
from Yasmin. Christina, and
8.5 from Yasmin.
8.5 from Yasmin. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, now, next up, who do we have? Emma Hanubun from Maluku. Let's welcome Emma, everyone.
Di timur rumahku, pada bentang pulau-pulau eksotis di timur rumahku, menyusuri lekuk Sumbawa menuju Flores sang kekasih, lalu Morotainan Teduh sampai Papua yang merona. Kepada Rating Pala, Pula Gagang Cengke, tersusun rangka tubuhku. Bunga dan buahnya menjelma air susu ibu. Aku tumbuh kuat berkat batang-batang pohon menjulang. Pungungku sekokoh nusaku. Lenyap di balik pintu rumah, tengah memikul haru biru ibu juga ayah yang semenjak sore menengadah ke langit, sedang merayu Tuhan. Gagahnya gelombang musim barat, setegas jari-jariku memegang pena, mencoret-coret aksara penindasan. Tiada kubiarkan para ina di kampungku terus merintih sebab hutan adat dibabat dan tanah-tanah dirampas. Bara matahari memerah di daratan tenggara. Ialah sejatinya gairahku menantang taufan pembodohan. Di timur rumahku, kekasih-kekasih laut beradu tangkas dengan ombak arafura, menjaring welas asih yang kuasa. Untuk dihidangkan di meja gaba-gaba. Aku menunduk kepada semesta yang menjatuhkan hatiku yang maluku sejatuh-jatuhnya di negeri raja-raja. Serasa prajurit muda diri ini, serasa Kristina Martatiaha, kala bersumpah mengikat darah bersama leluhurku Alifur. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Man, I'm sorry if you don't understand Indonesian. It was such a beautiful poem about indigenous land rights, which reminds me of the documentary film called Our Mother's Land about Indonesia's female environmental warriors. Look it up, look it up. Okay, so judges, are you ready? Judge number 1, what's your score?
Thank you.
Okay, 7.8 from judge number 1. Judge number 2, what is that? 8. It's 8.2 from Donny Marmer. And Wulan, what's your score?
8.5.
8.5 from Wulan. Donny, could you help with Yasmin and Christina?
Still waiting. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Yasmin, 8.5.
8.5 from Yasmin, and
Christina is 8.
8 from Christina. Woohoo! Okay. Who do we have next? Thank you, everybody. Okay. So up next, we have a Balinese. Let's welcome Adam Maulana to our virtual stage, everyone. Adam Maulana.
Yes, I'm here. Keparat itu bernama ketidakpastian. Menatap matamu seolah menyaksikan dunia yang mengalirkan berjuta keindahan. Aku sedang tidak berhayal, karena aku berada di dalamnya, bertarung melawan egoku dan rasa sesalku. Kau yang selalu saja hadir menawarkan berjuta racun yang terbungkus harapan semu. Tak ada penawar untuk itu, cukup kebodohanku saja yang mampu menelan racun itu. Kau yang terus saja mencoba membunuhku dengan sebilah rindumu yang tajam, menikamku siang malam. Tak ada obat untuk luka itu. Cukup aku yang terlampau kuat untuk selalu menahan sakit di tempat yang sama. Kau yang terus saja datang dan pergi tanpa perlu mengetuk pintu hatiku, karena kau tahu bahwa hati ini selalu terbuka untukmu. Tak banyak yang bisa kulakukan selain menunggumu untuk selalu berkata manis. Walau aku tahu, yang kau lakukan itu hanya untuk membuatku merasa teriris. Walau begitu, aku ucapkan terima kasih kepadamu. Kau dan sejuta omong kosongmu yang membuatku bergairah. Kau dan jinggamu yang mampu mengkristalkan warna kelam di hidupku. Aku kira tiada perkara yang lebih menyakitkan daripada seseorang yang hanya dapat mencintai tanpa dicintai saja. Namun ketika ketidakpastian ditancapkan di tengah rasa cinta yang mendalam, tidak berdarah memang, namun menimbulkan sensasi lain yang lebih sesak dan pilu. Kau dan ketidakpastian itu layaknya duka dan luka, tidak bisa dipisahkan. Pahammu akan aku yang menginginkanmu begitu besar tidak akan pernah sampai, karena kau keparat yang bernama ketidakpastian. Thank you.
Oh my God, so relevant. Talking about uncertainties, tidak kepastian, duka and luka, tidak bisa dipisahkan. Oof, it just means that grief and wound are twinsies, guys. But yeah, when you understand it in Indonesian, it becomes a scripture with the rah, with the tuh, oof. Yeah, at the beginning I thought it was a romantic poem, and then it became like, intense, fiery, and I was like, oop, not me. Okay, Donnie, are you ready with your scores? 7.3 from Donnie. Elaine, what's yours? 7.8 from Elaine Foster. And Wulan? What's your score, Wulan? What's yours? Okay, I got it. China allowed me to have Facebook finally. Woohoo! Okay, I have it on my phone. Christina, Krista's score is 8.7. Wulan, do you have your score already?
8.7.
8.7 from Wulan, and let's wait for Yasmin Azahari.
Yasmin said it's 8.9.
8.9. Okay, 8.9 from Yasmin. All right, ladies and gents and folks. From Bali to Turkey. And we're gonna have, wait, hang on. Where am I? Göktürk Doğan from Istanbul.
Okay. My poem's name is Living in a Moment to Catch the Life. We are living in a lifetime where having common pains, which kills the hope of all humanity, and the dreams, which we believe that they are not come true. Some of us get rid of their pain with their insensitive, and some of us roll up the raft of the loveliness in the deepest part of their heart. Some of us having deep relaxation of the bad things that they believe that it will not end up. And some of us are following up anxiety of the pain, which has not come upon before. Some of us are the victim in the judgment of the past. And some of us are trying to reach their hopes on the foggy slope of the future. What about is our moment? It's remained hidden in our existence and awaiting to meet with us, which will help to get rid of from the regret of the things that were happened on the past and concern of the things that may never happen on the future. Just believe our moment and stay and focus on it, which will enable to reach the well-deserved life for all humanity. Thank you.
Thank you, Göktürk. Wow. Things are getting more and more intense these days. So it's time for squid joke. Who wants to hear my squid joke? Yay! Okay, so how many tickles must a squid have to laugh? What's your answer? How many tickles must a squid have to laugh? Drum roll for answer. 10 tickles.
10 Tentacles.
Tentacles.
Tentacles. Okay, are you ready for the scores, judges? 8.0 from Donnie. What's yours, Elaine? 7.6 from Elaine Foster.
8.2.
8.2 from Wulan. 8.7 from our Woohoo! Well done, well done, well done. Okay, so let's welcome Steffi Josephine from Surabaya on a virtual stage.
Science says it takes 66 days to build a new habit. 1, 3 a.m. reaching out to the cold sheet next to me. 2, I'm a Leo, rising moon Scorpio. I have no idea what it meant. Still, every morning I open the app to find out if the universe find new ways to make me suffer. And on weekends, they give me a reminder of childhood traumas I didn't know I have. 5, all the things we reach out to feel something. Some days it's sharp objects. Some days people whose hands guilty of the fires. Today, I found out that I'm not really into coffee and it really has nothing to do with my productivity in the morning. Then proceeded to have a mini breakdown over the fact that I've spent my adult years waking up very early and basically tapping my eyelids on my forehead with caffeine rather than just have an extra hour of sleep. 15, we call it different names. Is it shame or the necessary stepping stone of healing? Is it love when you give and give? Is it love if you wish anything in return? Is it compromise or swimming in the comfort of pain because we fear the unfamiliar freedom? 35, you'd be surprised that there are endless ways to fit apologies and confessions in rhymes and stanzas. How beautiful catastrophe could sound in the teeth of poetry. How tragic it is that I have to beg, please meet me here in my sanctuary. I have nothing but words in my hands. How sad it is that they rest in the palms of strangers, but you open your mouth, honey, dripping excuses. And every time I recite this as if you were in the crowd, 44 people said you're alike. And I thought I could learn to love myself by loving you, but you were a mirror ball. 58, you asked how we got here. Not knowing the invention of the ship was also the invention of the shipwreck. Everything is slow death. And we could have singed with grace, but there was a crowd watching, blue light glistening in their eyes, and we tried harder and harder and harder just to stay on water, carving our perfectly circular love into sharp cut edges, thinking we could fit like puzzle pieces, the backdrop of foreign faces, slow clapping as we go under. What a great show! Disappear before we hit the ground. 66, I still sleep on the left side of the bed. Still make the coffee for 2. Still call you as I open the door. The echo speaks back in violent guilt. Still mason jars of tenderness, lids open only in the face of farewell. Still give and give and give to convince myself even the tiniest part of me meant something. And there are days when my phone rings with your name on it and always takes 5 seconds for your fingers to realize it made a mistake. I do not have the keys to your apartment anymore. 67. Science says it takes 66 days to build a new habit. I wonder how long it takes to unlearn one.
Oh, that is so sad. That's so sad. Guys, if you feel it, please aggressively finger snap at your own home. Okay? I can't hear you right now, but when I say poetry, you say what? Slammers? When I say poetry, you say? Poetry?
Sorry.
Okay, let's get ourselves muted again. All right, judges. What's your score? Oh, by the way, guys, thank you so much for spending your Halloween with us. It's the second full moon of the month of Scorpio. How amazing is this? Ready? Donnie, what's your score? 8.9 from Donnie Mommer. Elaine Foster, what's yours? 8.5 from Elaine Foster. Wulan, what's your score?
9.
9 from Wulan. Woohoo! And Yasmin Azahari says, 8 from Yasmin and 9.0 from Krishna Mawar. All right. Ramai yang romantis ya hari ini, broken hearted semuanya. Okay. All right, so we have another poet from Indonesia, from Jawa Barat, Fernita Taufik. The stage is yours.
If shame and guilt were humans. If shame and guilt were humans, I bet they are friends, the inseparable besties. When one of them makes a new friend, they make sure their other half gets into the circle as well. They're a package deal, a combo you can't downgrade. And if they were friends, they would surely like to laugh. And the list of topics to laugh at goes on and on. You name it. Dad jokes, silly videos, friends, and you. You never really realize, but you have been friends with shame and guilt for decades. I swear, there is a WhatsApp group chat between you three, and the group is very quiet to the point you don't even realize it's there. They never make any conversation. They just get into your head. Shame and guilt never leave the chat. They simply exist. They befriended you all along, even without shaking hands or sharing a favorite band. They are the voluntary friends you despise but can't let go. In the midst of collective realization about toxic matters, you have a hard time labeling them as destructive. One time, you hang out with shame, but it was mundane. And the next day, you grabbed a coffee with guilt, and you went home feeling sorry. Hanging out with them becomes dull and draining. So tell me again, why are you friends with them? Oh, sure. You enjoy laughing. They like to laugh too. And you three love to laugh at me.
Oh, what a nice reflection on shame and guilt. Something that we all experience but don't always talk about. Well, I guess the only way to make peace with shame and guilt is by practicing stoicism. Yep, you got this. You got this. Judges? Donnie, have you made up your mind? 7.3 from Donnie. Boo! Donnie! That was good! Elaine, what's your score? 7.8 from Elaine. Come on! Okay, Wulan, what's your score?
8.
I forgot about the audience. Huh?
8.
8 from Wulan. Okay, where is Yasmin? Yasmin, are you gone? Yeah, wait, I don't see Yasmin. Do you see Yasmin? Christina? Okay, Christina says 8.8 and 9 from Yasmin. 9 from Yasmin! Woohoo! Okay, by the way, guys, just to let you know, yes, it's the nature of slam to minus the highest score and the lowest score, so we can have a fair, judging and scoring, just so you know. Okay, so who do we have next? From Indonesia, now still in Southeast Asia, let's welcome the representative of the Philippines, Simon Marie Sales.
Dear Daddy, Sister Marissa of the Evangelization Summer Workshop I'm attending tells me to write you these notes. She says that my missing a father in my life is what makes me feel incomplete. I'm first grade when my teacher tells me that a family consists of a father, mother, and siblings. I have 1/3 of the set. We pick up branches outside our classroom to make family trees. My teacher tells me I can only take one. Dear Daddy, I guess I can start by describing myself. I'm short, wide hips, terrible eyesight, and a burning love for books. So basically just like Mom. When I was younger, I used to look at myself in the mirror and try to remove the things that came from her, just to see what I got from you. She says, I am brave like you. She says, I am stubborn like you, but what is braver than a woman walking with the world growing inside her, knowing what the world outside is? What is more stubborn than her every step? Dear Daddy. Sister Marissa is probably the only one who will read these notes. I pride myself in my writing so far. Sometimes I wonder how I would have turned out if you brought me up instead of her. If you would have taught me how to read or would have left me to learn on my own. My mother, the English teacher, did not teach me how to read. Instead, she taught me how to love stories, so much so that I devoured them on my own and later pressed pencil to paper, scratching uneven lines, words spilling from my fingertips, wanting to be tasted. Dear Daddy. My friend tells me that the best part of having a father is when a boy breaks your heart and Daddy is there to rip his throat out. When he lifts you above his head on your 6th birthday, or when he cries at your 18th and then again at your wedding. My mother never, ever keeps me from pain she knows I can handle. She taught me how to embrace it, wrap my arms around the soreness of my chest and breathe. There is no heartache worth stopping breath for. My mother has kept me raised above her head from the moment I was born, just to be sure my reach is farther than hers. And you should have seen the smug grin of my mother at my 18th birthday. I see it for every birthday. Every time I step on stage or off the bus victorious from a 3-hour-long grueling commute through the metro, I am incomplete for a million reasons that have nothing to do with you. Dear Daddy, I am sorry if these notes have offended you. I cannot even be angry. I do not even know you. You are merely the moon to me, lit by whatever light the sun can spare. My mother, the sun, not the biggest or brightest star out there, but the closest one to me, the only one I ever needed. Dear Mommy, I'm sorry for the letter you'll be getting from Sister Marissa. I can't help it. I'm my mother's daughter. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability with us. You go tell your mommy and daddy, girl. Yes. What was the, like, how did you, yeah, I always have this question. It's so hard to confront your parents, right? Like about your childhood hurt. It's not something that's easy to do. I hope you really, yeah, told them that. Send them that poem. Okay, scores, judges. 8.9 from judge number 1, and it's Judge Donnie. Elaine, what's your score? 8.92, woohoo, from Elaine. See, we've all got, yeah, we all have mommy daddy issues, you know? Yes. Okay, Wulan, are you still there? Is Wulan still here? 8.7 from Christina Mawar. And 8.5 from Yasmin Azahari. And Wulan, where is Wulan? 8.2 from Wulan. Okay. Thank you, judges. All right, so let's move back to Indonesia from the Philippines. So let's welcome Selvi Diana Paramita.
Hello. Embrace in pray for someone, for who perched in my mind, for who comes suddenly in my heart. Sometimes it's the past, sometimes it's you, which is only in the shadow, or sometimes it's also you, which is only in dreams, or is you from a wishful thinking, the body which never meet, the message which never arrive. Maybe a prayer that you ask. Hope you are doing fine. And in times of difficult, hopefully God, wipe your tears when sad times that you feel. By way of pray, my way embrace you from a distance. Thank you.
Thank you so much for contributing your words into this safe and brave space for vulnerability and power. Wipe your tears, honey. Wipe your tears while we wait for the judges to announce their scores. Judge number 1, judge number 2, judge number 3. What say you? Oh, Wulan is back.
8.2. 8.2.
8 Where are you? You have some
I'm
deep sand behind you. Where are you at the moment? We are all like in lockdown and you're having fun at the beach. Seems like 8.2 from Wulan. Donnie, what's your score? 7.8 from Donnie. 7.8 from Elaine. Elaine and Donnie are totally sinking now. 7.7 from Christina Mawar and 7 from Yasmin Azahari. Thank you, judges. And we have one more poet before we take a break. All right, so let's put your virtual hands together for Bagus Ari Saputra from Bali. Bagus, please unmute yourself. Okay, again, one more time. Let's welcome Bagus Ari Saputra, everybody.
Sorry, can I just check? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, everybody? Yeah, okay. A lot of businesses going under, mine not too far away. But all I could do was wonder if I'll be seeing her again today. As I sit in my room and ponder how her skin can be soft as clay. How much longer will this last? It really feels unreal. The future clinging to the past with an evangelical zeal. The die has been cast. How confident do you feel? 3 months, 9 months, a year, I've even gone into debt. But I think if it wasn't for this fear, this existential threat, she would not be here and we would not have met. Place after place closing down, while the opposite's happening to my heart. Outside, a ghost town. Inside, love touches my deepest and most tender part. Night falls early to no sound, except for the whoosh that emanates from Cupid's dart. I wash my hands of my ex, take off my mask. She cured me of that hex. No mean task. Physical distancing during sex. Now that's a big ask. I feel hot to the touch. Passion's first flushes. My breath I try to clutch as she gushes. Limbs that ache too much. With her lips she hushes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. An ever increasing rate. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 more. At this point, just surrendering to fate. 100,000 reasons for me to think you'd be an ideal mate. When some people meet, it feels like the world's end is in sight. Thunder, lightning, all this heat. Fires burning bright. And they're ready to die on their feet because they know they've reached the end of their fight. The key in the door twisted, your body fitted perfectly with mine. If the wide outside world existed, there was barely any sign. I think it had been blacklisted, like color TV to the blind. So to the guy who made that batsu bowl, you really did your job. And how? To the lab in Wuhan that played its role, you can also take a bow. Bill Gates, Illuminati, government control, you can all go home now. So would it be amiss for me to say I miss quarantine? I've never known such pure bliss. Like, imagine if Eve was a queen, Eden must have been like this, except not quite as pristine.
Erotica. Were you talking about your Tinder date?
I don't use Tinder. I was talking about my quarantine experience.
All right, thank you so much for that. Yes, everyone needs some steamy, sexy juices, you know, in quarantine. That's what we have to aim for, actually, guys. You know, to hell with all this negativity, right? Focus on increasing your sexy juices and self-esteem. Thank you so much for that erotic poetry. Loved it. Okay, judges, do you agree with me?
Yeah.
What's your score, Wulan?
8.2.
8.2 from Wulan. Elaine, Donnie, are you still here? 8.2 from Donnie. 7.8 from Elaine. Okay, let's wait for Christina and Yasmin. 7.6 from Yasmin. And okay, still waiting for Christina. Let's see if Christina thought it was sexy. Okay, nice. Naisha Kid says, I am making all the possible noise I could make here. We are still waiting for Christina. This has been a very interesting session for me, actually. Okay, wait, we got it. 8.8 from Christina Mawar. Yeah, it's been super interesting, you know, because we really don't know what to expect and connection. And with that, okay, it's time for break. And ladies and gents and folks, we will serenade you with the beautiful voices of Alien Child, who are actually real people. They are not aliens. A Canadian-raised sister duo currently based in their homeland, Bali. And yes, let's listen to a song by Alien Child.
We have learned the infrastructure of institutions and tried to put our faith in its factory, but the fact is all things are flawed. But forgiveness must be achieved to allow imagination to redesign what it is we want to see, what it is we want to build. A new structure that reflects the heart of every human, removing what is exclusive and we build what is inclusive. A reimagining of curriculum that colors from every spectrum make the kind of canvas I want to paint my genius into. As long as the transformation is genuine, the institution could become the guidance for a globe in need of a new collaboration.
I'm listening to your words, baby. I know you're trying. You out here cause all your friends say we're exaggerating. We're overreacting big time. Not listening to their words, baby.
Imagine a door never shut, a hand reaching out, a step across, footprints not lost. Imagine a space to be, living what you believe, emitting the colors of youth, coloring with the truth. Imagine a strength in devotion, promises never broken. Imagine these voices, not fighting for air, but awakening the ear. Imagine this knowledge, not living and dying in books, coloring with the truth, and eyes not bowed, but shooting forward, and hearts beating in the rhythm of our feet as they march, breathing life to our dreams as they march, breathing dreams so we can shine, for this is the time. Imagine for now, we breathe it, we live it, we live it now. We breathe it, we live it, we live it now. We breathe it, we live it, we live it now.
take our sleep, they take our voices, they take hunger, we misplace, they slow our pace, they sit on our place, don't guess, they ask, cause we are the best when blessed, we bless, system mistake, wakisema no tunasema yes, kwa youth man wakisema less tunasema more, kwa youth man pamoja kwa moja kuseek justice to stand, justice si justice ni just ways ku-adjust, ku-adjust kwa wenye task kwa kuwe fast, mina wendo institution, bless this situation, bless this situation, bless this situation.
Wait for the moment, wait for the moment, imagine we're gonna own it, we're gonna own how we fantasize. Once we were broken, once we were torn a million times. Now that I'm stronger, I'm never stopping the way I imagine. Once we were broken, imagine. Now that I'm strong, imagine. Once we were broken, there's a truth inside of things. Know that I'm listening.
Hierarchies, patriarchies, villainous ways we exist. The way we respond to our pain is often out of survival. I react before I respond. Then I trace the steps back to my original thought, which is this, that our voices are valid, our existences are true. There are thousands of fear and mirages of pain, and so much of it belongs to you. An institution has the potential to retract, to invest, to change the way we dwell. I am most interested in finding a secret place where we are all safe, where the intimate truth of the I is never threatened. If the world of power movers can switch their ears on, overturn the table, and let the newcomers build a new one, we can turn that I into a we. I know my power is within me.
Beautiful, colorful, and insightful. Everything that I've seen so far is making me feel so hopeful. Welcome back. Kita kembali ke Kembali 2020 Slam, and we will have 10 more slammers slamming tonight. Or morning for you, for some of you. And our very body and our very soul are perfectly designed to live in partnership with inspiration. And inspiration is always there to find us. Look around you, people. Muse fairies have arrived. I'm so inspired. And yes, without further ado, let's welcome my country mate, Kasturi Paramiswaran. Let's welcome on stage. Hello, Kasturi. Do we have Kasturi? All right, okay, that's fine. Let's move on to the next one. Ruby Astari from Jakarta. The stage is yours.
Another lockdown in the city is starting as it is. I'll still be lonely, silently battling these ghosts, persistent in dragging me back down to irrationality. Tonight I'll be sleepless, waiting at that corner coffee shop, watching the rain spatters, adding dots to the window while my coffee is getting cold and the place is about to close. I'll try not to think of you, though my hand keeps on writing, betraying me as I see your name scrawled on the white napkin, like a cliche unsaid note people in old sad movies wrote. Tonight I'll be sleepless, probably flailing around for the best of distractions. I don't want to call my friends, afraid of their various reactions. I thought I'd moved on, but I guess some feelings are just that strong. Now I'm listening to sad songs. I guess I should have chosen another, much happier playlist. Either way, I still feel this adrenaline rush. The caffeine in my blood makes it worse. I'm still sleepless tonight, wondering if you're all right. My instinct keeps bugging me, but I must stay sane as can be. Still, I mean what I said about you never having to love me back like I always have. Just don't ask me to pretend, because acting cold is a pain. As crazy as this sounds, you're still someone I can die for. Time might have changed us, that I can still compromise. As long as I know that you're still alive, I don't care that you're never mine. I'm sleepless tonight. Perhaps tomorrow I'll be tired, that I don't think about you at all. It'll be just me leaning against the wall, as fear and worry are summed up into these words. Where are you now?
Oh, thank you, Ruby. Thank you so much for sharing your truths with us. Yeah, it's so easy to fall into loneliness, on a lockdown. I can feel you totally. I'm on my 8th day now, and I have 6 more days here before I can actually see the world. Please know you're never alone. Yeah, talk about it. Keep talking about it. Judges? What's your score, Donnie? 8.0 from Donnie. Elaine? 7.8 from Elaine Foster. Ulan, what say you? 8 from Ulan. Okay, what about our social media judges? Yeah, people are sending you hearts here. I'm getting emotional. Love, Shikinali. Oh, that's my mom. Hey, mom. Kartika Lutvia says crying. Ruby, my heart broke. Okay, Yasmin. Oh, Yasmin is back. 8 from Yasmin. And 7.8 from our judge, Christina. All right. Awesome. Okay. Up next, we have Weda Tista from Singaraja. Let's welcome Tista on our virtual stage.
To a stranger, I have ever entrusted hopes. To a stranger, then he shattered it and instantly changed what we called as, what is it? Forever. But it sounds like a morning metaphor. The stranger I welcome is no more than a bastard. The bastard that I picked up from an exile and I gallantly gave him a shelter. But he immediately blew up the supernova in front of my face so that he gained that victory. I should have known that he just stopped by and had no intention for settling down. But then again, there's always me who greet him grudgingly until he said, I have to turn around. Yeah, sure. You don't have to change your plan, even though you have buried me bleeding. Because in the end of the day, I nearly couldn't guess what way you will choose to come and what trace you will choose to leave. In a rush or by the hush. As the result of summer breezes, which merely disturb peppers on a hand, or the loose leaves. Yeah, I know. Heart will no longer lead as if it will no longer fit, but allow me to take it back. all the hopes that I entrusted and manifested in elegies. Although this one is deeply rooted in conscience, because there's no longer us, maybe there's never us that being bonded by the feelings. But yeah, nothing we've concealed. Nonetheless, it was the deal that you just stopped by. Thank you.
Oh, I feel you, girl. When a boy is not ready, he's not ready. Same with us. Like when we're not ready, right? Oh, but I feel you. I'm sorry you had to experience that, but it'll make you stronger. Huh. Okay, while waiting for the judges, yes, I have a question for you. Okay, how many bags of wool did Baba Black Sheep have? How many pack of wolves did Baba Black Sheep have? I know you're singing now, Donnie. I can see you singing. Baba Black Sheep. Okay, send me your answer. Like, write your answer in the comment box on YouTube. I feel like a YouTube influencer now. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today, okay, Donnie, what's your score? 7.8 from Donnie Marmer, 7.8 from Wulan, and 7.7 from Elaine Foster. See, like our judges are thinking, it's normal. It's a typical thing for a slam scene, you know, like after a while, all the judges will be thinking as if they can read each other's minds. Yasmin Azahari, 7.5. Where is Christina? Oh, Christina says, no, is this from the last one or 8.0 from Christina Mawar. Thank you, judges. All right. So after Tista, we now have, another person from my countryman, my country mate. Sita. Let's welcome everyone. Let's welcome Sita Govinda Raju on stage. Is Sita here?
Hey. Okay. Dear 2020, I've been struggling to tell you how I feel. Like when I try to undo a stubborn knot using my teeth, sometimes I succeed, or I give up and ask the universe, who on earth tied this? Haven't you noticed what's been happening? People are dying, not just from this shiny new deadly flu, but other things too. With my feet propped up, nestled in comfort, I watch my TV, tell me of the chaos out my window. Who'd want to leave home when you can eat, work, sleep, repeat, and have high-speed internet, food delivery, computer, time, till you're sick and tired that justice tends to serve those who can afford it? How lucky I am to witness suffering out of context, to be protected and meditate my aspirations to those who need it most. To be validated by my own ego and to write poetry, feeling sorry for someone just feels wrong. And I know you know that folks aren't crazy about you right now. They want you to end like the nothingness in your last zero. They want to move on, believing that change will come in that one. But that's not how I feel. I feel uncomfortable and restless, like my mom's calling. I feel scared to fall off my high horse who's been carrying me all this time. I feel connected to something beyond my reckless worldview. And suddenly you've shown me where I'm lacking. I could be better. Listen, not just wait for my turn to speak. I could look up what I don't understand, not just follow trends. I could learn to speak to make positive change, not just make noise. But it's not your fault. Earth spins on its axis and circles the sun, and we hate on that as though it'll make any difference, as though you'll just stop. And maybe I'm too glass half full and type A to admit defeat, or maybe I'm just tired of shifting blame. Our species evolved to perform intricate tasks with our hands. And if there's anyone on earth that could tie a knot that tight, it would have been us. So no matter what the haters have said, I want to thank you for illuminating parts of myself lost in the chaos, returning lost puzzle pieces back home. Sincerely, Sita. P.S. Thank you for bringing me folklore.
Girl, you put words into my mouth. It's definitely a middle class people's problem, you know? Okay, Donnie, what's your score? I can't see it. What's that? Donnie, 8.7 from Donnie Marmer. Elaine Foster, what's your score? 8.0 with a smiley face from Elaine Foster. 8.1 from Wulan. Okay, social media judges. What's your score? Nggak ada lagi nih. Belum ada. Oh, Christina says 8.5 from Christina. Yasmin, are you there? Dela Nurwi GRT says Sita! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, heart. And, oh yeah, the answer to my question. Did you guys sing it? Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, yes, sir. 3 bags full. Yeah, there's a 3. The answer is 3. And 8.3 from Yasmin Azahari. Okay. All right. Let's put your hands together for Olivia Susanto from Bandung. The stage is yours.
People you know have home, so they don't have any to feel free. You seek safety in other people, always giving yourself to strangers in hopes of turning your lethal into delicate, desirable flowers. Then they started thinking that you were too dizzying to love from anywhere but a distance, the subtle start of their resistance. So you try harder, you gave your all as you make shelter out of every little conversation, being available for every visitor, every list of expectations, screaming please, over and over again, saying stay, for the 100th time today. In this society you were born into, you ask, which category suits you? Because you are a title, black and bold and begging for them to click, because you are a picture, asking who do you please, where do you fit? But you're not happy. This desire causes despair, so desperate, still deserted. Yes, you're as good at burning bridges as you are building them. Perhaps you even do so as you hold the matches. Their hearts play an escape anthem with too fast of a tempo. So to turn off many fight or flight response, you chose to study solitude. Guilt is a guest no one wants, yet soon you mastered the etude. Minute after minute, beat on top of beat, you make your own music. Silence, shout, joy, anger, all your own tune to dance to. The fire, the burn, the summer, all belong only to you. Though with all their might, people dictate. Your own path you alone can create. Though they tell you who to be, you find yourself successfully. And that is how home means wherever you are. How it means anywhere you lay your head. How you become your best friend instead of foe. And that is that. Thank you.
Oh, wow, thank you so much. You have so many important questions to answer there. Who do you please? Who do you fit? Who do you fit, people? And what is what is that you're holding in your hand right now? Like Steffi, I see Steffi eating a biscuit.
It's a corn.
Oh, it's a corn. Okay. Healthy people. It's good to be healthy. It's good to feel healthy. All right, judges. What did you feel about the performance? I will need your scores. Donnie Marmer, are you ready? 8.0 from Donnie Marmer. Wulan, I can't see it. 7.9 from Wulan. Social media judges. 8.0 from Elaine Foster. 8.0 from Christina Mawar. And Yasmin, do you have your score? Internet connecting. Internet connecting. Still no news from Yasmin. Okay, I see a lot of Sitas here. Sita is a Swiftie. Sita, love, heart. Okay, guys, time for another joke while we wait for Yas. Oh, okay. Okay, later I'll tell you another joke. Okay, Yasmin. 7.8 from Yasmin. Woohoo! Okay, thank you, everybody. Now, I think we're coming to an end soon. Right? I don't know why, but I don't feel like this is a competition at all. Who do we have next? Okay. Please put your virtual hands together for Erna Winarsi Winoyo from Bogor.
You can hear my voice? Kedengar ya? Vision. I hear what they didn't hear. I see what they don't see. Star, moon, sky, gravity, sketch, topography, ladybug, bus, bussy roads. But I can see and read the pandemic coming. This pandemic has an impact on all fronts, including me. We can imagine when awake from sleep, the earth is undergoing a change with this pandemic. I'll turn to gray. The corona pandemic doesn't make us die walking. Pandemic doesn't ask from leaning. Continue to accumulate positive energy for a more useful life. This pandemic is not eternal. In time, he cannot continue his step. The earth will be green again. This pandemic is like a detox, putting us in full contemplation. Stay at home doesn't always contain boredom. Look for positive activity so that your day is always colorful. 19 Self-Dialogue by me, Erna Winarsi Winoyo. Thanks.
Yep, I totally agree with you 100%. You know, Mama Corona is telling us to play, make, and create. So what are the scores, judges, for this pandemic-themed performance? Yeah, I'm so glad that this is still happening. Thank you so much, Ubud writers, for providing this platform for everyone to release. A platform like this is a privilege for us to share our truths and to release, because this is I don't know what this is. Things have been crazy, yo. And we only have ourselves to protect, and we need to protect ourselves. And we are here to look after one another. Hashtag kita jaga kita. How do you say that in English? Kita jaga kita. We take care of ourselves. We take care of each other. But it sounds better in Malay and Indonesian. Kita jaga kita. Okay. Elaine Foster, what's your score? 7.87 from Elaine Foster. I cannot see it. Wulan, closer to the screen. 7.8, hashtag kita jaga kita. From Wulan. Woohoo! Donnie. Okay, 7.7 from Yasmin Azahari. 7.8 from Christina Mawar. And my mother is still commenting on YouTube. She says this as an emoji and 7 and yeah, bravo Erna. She said, okay, wait, Donnie, what's your score, Donnie? 7.3 from Donnie. Hashtag kita jaga kita. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. All right. Okay, let's welcome. Yeah, a poem from Ubud. Native to Ubud. Susanto V. Satya. The stage is yours.
Hello there. Is this what I signed up for? My login request has been denied. I typed my password, capitalized one, lowercase, my first name, my bank account balance in dollar. It should be easy. I don't have that much money. I cannot provide, I'm not a robot. I cannot prove I'm not a robot. Cars, scooters, buses, trucks, traffic lights, your picture codes are not eco-friendly. Why don't you just put plastic bottles or pics of anggota DPR there? Oh, suspicious activities, as in talking to my Twitter pals that I'm flushing out, that I also need some oxygen to be used to burn the feeling of always being targeted. And you even make us forget how my mom gave birth to me. It was the land, the farm, the sea, the everything but your shoot. All the demonstrants to tell them the protest they only believe in was a failure. Shoot the poets, shoot the queer poets, shoot the women and the mother of land, shoot the elephants and the komodos, shoot the millennials, shoot the free speech, shoot me. As I know you sneak into my email account. Believe me, my naked pictures are harmless. Huh? Yes, all my details are correct. So please don't treat me like I need to cure my asam lambung. I'm here to empower your lies to tell me I'm the tribe of Benjamin, born in Bethlehem of Judah. I have straw and stick for our dunk history, espresso shots, and hate speech for us to understand. We need someone to take care of ourselves more than we. We can save this country. I'm the tribe of the extra transmissions, water, earth, and air. The queer one who's been erased from your menu. We are not delicious, we're just a bit dangerous. Really? Is this what I signed up for? Mom has been sleeping, standing under the never-ending explosions. The forests are on fire, constant running, paying no bills. We do not own the rain. We're not even able to download the same pride from the skies. We only have tears from the cries and a bit of share burdens. It is what we all signed up for when Adam and Eve was given the apple of 17 Agustus tahun 45. Oh, yeah, I know I've been talking nonsense. Please, if you want me to shut off, I just need my WhatsApp account back because my partner is waiting for a video call. Wait. Last thing before you hang up. You, Indonesia, you'll be my best Halloween costume tonight. Thank you.
Woohoo! Snap, 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 snap. Happy Halloween. Yeah, thank you so much for the wisdom. I'm actually wondering, if Miss Corona is helping us regulate better with all this like climate change problem, or is it actually making it worse? Because people keep buying shit from Lazada, Shopee, whatever online channels, you buy your stuff from. Because, yeah, I receive all these like plastic bags that I can't even say no to. People send me, like packages of food every day. And yeah, I feel like I'm throwing more plastics now than ever. What do you think, judges? Your score. Happy Halloween from Elaine Foster, 8.5. Can we see the moon yet? I haven't seen the moon. Donnie, what's your score? 8.2 from Donnie with hearts and boom and a boom. Yasmin Azahari says 8.7. Wulan, what's that? 8.5 from Wulan. And 8.8 from Christina Mawar. Thank you so much, judges, for still being here, still being alive. We should, thank ourselves for being alive. And right now, we're gonna thank Leandro Reyes in advance from the Philippines for his upcoming wisdom. Put your hands together for Leandro, everyone.
Hi, can you hear me properly? Cool, thanks. All right. Title of this poem is Peaks and Picoseconds, aka The Bliss in Unimportance. Every 12 midnight, my wristwatch beeps. I don't remember setting it that way, but I never got into removing it, which means I don't know how to. I have grown accustomed to it. It's a nice way of saying the day has ended, which is to say, you've made it. Are you sleepy now? I've had conversations with this time-telling thing of a friend watching all periods of my sentences, how it goes along with my hand as I scratch my tired eye. It reminds me that we had 1,200 golden seconds of twilight today. Twice. This is when the birds stop singing and the poets pretend to know what they're doing. A moment, according to scholars, lasts for 90 seconds of observations and questions and statements and wasting and leaning into the next minute until we reach the point of the daily beeping. And then everything continues, but changes in frame. According to scholars, we have been given 960 moments to make one or two worth bringing into memory. Have I learned today? Is the water getting cleaner? Is the grass on that oh so glorious other side getting greener? I don't hope to get there anymore. I'm just happy to hope that there is still green grass somewhere out there. When my wristwatch beeps, I click the button that stops the panic right away. With that, I feel the weight of another day signaled by my hands, which is to say, you must carry on. But first, sleep. Try your best to dream about flowers dancing in soil instead of decorated porcelain. The truth is, I don't even know what greener grass actually looks like. It must be watered by the sweat from the stars trying to keep us wishing. I can only assume. I wake each morning knowing that the brightness of the sun can never stop the stars from existing. Which is to say, my wristwatch will beep again tonight. With or without my notice. Thank you.
Wait, we can only keep 960 moments in our brain? That's a lot of storage out there.
Yeah, that's the number of opportunities we get per day. But
per day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff to remember. Okay. Judges. What are your scores? Yeah, guys, what do you want to remember? Let's focus on the things that we want to remember instead of the things that we do not want to think about, things that we cannot control.
Yeah.
8.7 from Donnie. Donnie agrees.
Thank you.
Elaine, 8.9 from Elaine Foster.
Wow, thank you.
Wow.
My gosh.
7.9 from Wulan. And what do our social media judges say? 8 point, no, that was from this previous one. Okay, maybe I need to reload my Wi-Fi here. Can someone help me? Donnie, can you read? Wait, 8.8 from Christina and 8.8 from Mawar. Are you guys talking to each other?
So much.
Oh, wait. No. 8.5 from Yasmin.
Wow.
Perfect. Okay. Nice. All right. So from Asia, from the Philippines, let's teleport ourselves to Germany. Let's welcome Cedric Thiel on stage, everybody.
Thank you. Hard times for soft people. One Amazon burns, another Amazon blossoms. The white man is still planting money trees by the billions. As we look to our ancestors who cannot help us from their resting places, I am reminded that not only are we not alone, we are still alive. So no, I do not care about disappointing dead people because the biggest disappointment is prematurely joining them. That's why the ones close to death are holding us hostage for another fix of power, another bite to sate the appetite for destruction. So keep your roses, drop the guns. Coded speech around the presses is our trusted tongue. They put their trust in funds. Could have gluten allergy when asked to feed us with a loaf of bread and they still won't give up a crumb, while aerosol particles keep us with dusted lungs. See, they used to kill us slowly with desk jobs, but now we're at home, out of their jurisdiction. Makes it look self-inflicted. Like life, capitalism finds a way. 10 people in one flat get reported while a cruise ship with 5,000 gets boarded. So while we're pontificating the chaos where the present determines the future, let us not forget chaos is another order we get used to, like hunger in Yemen, fire in Moria, oppression in Belarus, drones over Artsakh, 2 strains of SARS in Nigeria, you know who from New York, you know where, another day, another scare, and quite frankly, conspiracy nuts aside, even the mask can't hide that some of us don't care, but at least we're talking about it. So if you don't want to deny that what doesn't affect you personally may be hurting me, then certainly we could come to an agreement that somehow you're not to blame. How convenient. Are we still wondering what's the meaning, or are we still putting our trust in a seemingly higher power scheming, or still dreaming, or still trying to be woke while looking at this mess and can't even fall asleep? They call it doom scrolling. It's paralyzing. We put our thumbs up to bad news and advertising. Every day, another article describes the acceleration of the timer set for detonation while we're trapped in an echo chamber made of glass. It's either be annihilated or cast a stone for the lesser danger. So I implore you, don't look to the skies. Don't look down. Between the heavens and the ground is where our answers are found. Our families, our communities, our relationships make the difference. These politicians will cease to exist the moment we cease to listen. Thank you.
Wow, there's so much going on in there. Even from the first line, hard times for soft people. It's a strong opening line. I think we need to give a disclaimer, on how to listen to a spoken word piece in a slam. Because I don't know, I get attached too quickly. When I hear a nice, a strong opening line, I tend to cling myself onto that and try to rationalize when there's so much going on after that. And I think I need to listen to this poem again and again and again and again. Okay, what do you think, judges? Is that, 8.7 from Donnie Marmer? What is that? Is that a hangman, Elaine? 9.0 from Elaine Foster. 8.7 from Mulan. Wait, hang on. Social media judges, I'm coming to get ya. 9.0 from Christina Mawar and 8.3 from Yasmin Azahari. Yeah, so Jess Kalaila says literal chills, and Kartika Lufia says drop the gun. Drop it. When I say poetry, you say
Slam.
When I say poetry, you say
Slam.
Come on, guys. We need to We're coming to an end here. Like, come on, the dynamic has to be high.
And once again, try it once again.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
Okay, one more time. Okay, let's embrace it. Slap five and embrace it. When I say poetry, you say slam.
No. You didn't say poetry yet, so we shouldn't have said slam. But anyway.
Okay.
We preempted.
Okay, so from Europe, let's teleport ourselves to Africa. Let's welcome Ether from Botswana.
Okay, the obvious question. Can everybody hear me? Yes, okay, great. This is hype. Nighttime blows dusk away. I'm aware of my misdeeds. I rise, I fall, I ebb and flow, seeking answers, but I've made more mistakes than shed light. Dear God, are you aware of your own mysteries? These nights are misty. The city fog is clouding my rain, my eyes, my vision. I'm seeking answers, but I've made more mistakes than shed the light. My God, are you like me? Solo with no volition, this is so dope. Just know my mission is to go gold, platinum, bishop, innovation versus inhibition. Go, it's delicious. Music feeds my whole soul. Yo, let's get this. And don't fold, know that this is just a bit before your hero gets it. To do the most in this world he created. Everybody wants to feel appreciated, venerated, vindicated, elevated. Oh my God, give me patience. While I chase big dreams of greatness, touch, taste, smell victory, and taste it again in a stone cold world, keep creating, singing, rapping, setting stages on fire, ablaze. So much higher we're raising the stakes. No vampires. I ain't got time for grown man liars, or women too, ain't no bias. Seeds in the dark from behind closed eyelids, darkness. Where light shines brightest, Midas type boss brightly arriving. My goals are mine, not anybody's highlights. To the iceberg chilling in my life, I work hard from night until twilight, baking a dream, not a piece of the pie. I'm a gifted misfit, irregular. I found strength in my bonds. I found blessings in God. I'm joined at the hip with his bonds. Keep it cellular. Family is everything unless you're nebula. I look to the stars and the earth and the skies for guidance. Some truth comes from inside us. Angels, demons, speakers, healers, eager. All soul providers. I spread light through bright rhymes and cure violence through fights with my own mind and kindness, reminding myself that our inner light is timeless. Those who were hurt the most can shine brightest still. Leave the darkness in the past, killed, unless you're learning from it, gaining a skill. Now you understand that you are filled by the light of God. This is real. I don't stop, I'm here still. Through the dusk and through twilight. Neon lights and beach highlights with my chosen one and sutra. Like love, my present light is not finite. The night is young and I'm bright-eyed, bushy-tailed and clean, just like iodine. This is me as I find my recreation, new zeitgeist. Inuit, Hindu, Sabian, Buddhism, intuiting, this is my life. Infinite flow, this is how I'm going to do this. The union of peace in the mind, like crissing and crossing, but not scratching. Don't think about the schemes that are not hatching. I just think about the dreams and I'm all passion. Hard work like a fiend in a god fashion, splashing like beams and evolve, mastering everything I want to be in occult fashion. Skull bashing the thieves, they go fall back. I don't got the time for greed, you can fall back and all that. I'm a pristine man of the moment. Art like Sistine Chapel, you know this. My African heart is the boldest, like African art is the oldest. It's a labor of love to the power above, to the light of the world as you hold it. Of every name that my grandfather called me, stalwart, the boy with the golden voice held closest to me. I know I'm the closest to speed, like light when it's going backwards through time. I go backwards through my mind to the beginning, when God said, let there be light, and the light brought the ether, which is me, which is you. Do you see? That seeds grow in darkness and then become the light. I hope you're all right. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Ether, for that. Snap, 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 snap for Ether, everybody. Oh, my God. This makes me wonder, you know, after a slam ends, what begins? There are so many questions to reflect on, to answer. Are you aware of your own mysteries? How are you baking your dreams? Like a pie? Like cookies? Like lasagna? What are you baking, judges? What's the score, Donnie? Help me out here. 9.2 for Donnie. From Donnie. I think it's fair. Elaine. 9.9 from Elaine with a couple of stars. YouTube, come on, China. Work with me. Work with me. Okay, Christina Mauer sent us 8.9. Wulan, what's your score? 9 from Wulan and 8.9 from Yasmin Azahari. Snap, snap, snap. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for that wisdom. And let's have Kasturi back on stage. Kasturi, I hope we can get you this time. Are you here?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me? All right, I'm gonna start. So, you see me, but do you hear me? Can you understand me? Because I don't. I catch your dirty looks and your downward stares. But do you know, I read you. I read you not with my eyes, but my lips. Like the cover of a book, for its gloss, its colors, shapes and sizes, for its feel. Nothing less, nothing more. Your words are just characters, like a series of cartoons, just running across the page. Ooh, fun to look at, but I have my own meaning for it. But that's it. And that is all I understand of you. So really, I don't. You see, somebody from thousands of miles away, from hundreds of years ago, have impacted me in tens of ways. In the name of royalty, for Her Majesty and her heirs, as they say. Or so help them God, as they say. For the crown, as they say. To look for the land of colors, colored people, colored clothing, colored hearts, and colored food in the name of royalty, all stolen, none given, to a land with straits as rich as the queen herself, the colored people called coolies, a title so simple, for work so complicated, a title so heavy, it would take generations to carry across. They took my language away, unable to dictate, making me and mine to mute and mutate. So we forget how to make the vibrations and pitches that make my language. Stolen by time and forgotten to the air. All because the romance morpheme rolling off their lips aren't able to part the right way to sound mine and mine's words in the name of royalty. Reparations? None to exist, because mine is gone and all that is left is their trace in my blood, is their pain in my livelihood, is their confusion in my existence, is their disorient in my resistance. So, not belonging in this land where I am of their history, but not of their make, not belonging of that land where I'm of their make, but not of their history. In the name of royalty. Thank you.
I saw you, I heard you, I vibed with you, girl. Love the energy. Gotta love the energy. Judges, do you agree with me? 8-point dancing 9 from Elaine Foster. Woohoo! 8.7 from Donnie. 8.7 from Wulan. Let's see what our social media judges say. Loading, 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 loading. China, you can do this. China, you can do this. Loading, loading, loading. China, China. Ni hao, ni hao, ni hao. Why? Okay, got it. Wait. Cancel. 8.9 from Yasmin and 8.9 from Christina Mawar. Hey, wait. Hang on a minute. Wait, 9.0 from Christina Mawar. And 8.3 from Yasmin. Woohoo! Okay. Oh my God, guys. We have one last slammer on a virtual stage. Oh my God, I don't want this to end. Indonesia, back at ya. Let's welcome Ayunita on a virtual stage. Kembali 2020 #slam.
I'm laughing at myself. I'm gonna be 20 something. I'm going to do something I've not done before. People love to ask me what if I'm going to marry and are so surprised when I say no. I'm going 20 plus and not every 20s wants to go welcome to 20 something. It feels like when you scratch as hard as you can to reach something but you just miss it by barely an inch and then you fall down. I'm going 20 something and yet at least I live a full life with my power as a witch because I know how to heal my own self. I'm trying to cheer myself now. Being 20 something is all about discovering which thing hurt me with what makes me feel good. And I realize fuck is a bad word, but it also sounds good. When I learned to say I love him, and I've been learning to say I love her, then I learned to tell them they can both mean lover. Being 20 somethings allows me to start carving out the life I want for myself. Everything is on my terms, which seems daunting, but it's actually liberating. I'm the boss. But then again, the future also touched my consciousness, and it broke me the decision I have made thus far. I feel like, wow, is life flying by? I have realized that youthfulness is a feeling. Thank you.
All right, power to the witches on this Taurus full moon on Halloween. So, according to Sky people, Taurus is supposed to be like a stubborn energy, and they encourage you to, take off your stubborn negative habits or whatever. But I would try. I mean, I think I'm almost against that. I think you should hold on to your stubbornness. You should hold on to your rebellion, because this is fundamental, because they are fundamental to your exploration towards creative living. I know we are all stressed out. I know we are all like almost, most of us are almost like depressed and stuff, and some of us are. But, feel it so that you can take a big step to change it. For how long do you want to be depressed for? For how long do you want to feel this anxiety? Feel it until you're tired of it and you want to change it. Judges, what are your scores? Elaine, my fellow witch, Elaine Foster. Happy Halloween, 8.5 from Elaine Foster, 8.0 from Donnie Marmer, 7.9 from Wulan. Hang on. Buffering. Come on, China. China. Come on, guys. Pray upon a Chinese satellite for me. Got it. 8.7 from Christina Mauer and 8.5 from Yasmin Azahari. Oh my God, that's it. 20 poets, done. All right, so, okay, judges, you're done. Your job is done. And we're going to soothe, or maybe like semarakkan this, passion of fire in us on this Halloween with another featured poet that we have invited all the way from Sacramento, California. I think it's like 5 a.m. now. Thank you so much for not sleeping or like waking up early to, join this spirit of community. Woohoo! I'm gonna welcome, and yes, a top-ranked poet in the world, having completed the 2019 Individual World Poetry Slam, the National Poetry Slam, and has been featured in the California Democratic Convention. More than anything, he loves the beauty of how people grow. Let's welcome everybody. David Lore de Mola, aka, and yes, let's welcome him on our virtual stage.
Hello, I think that's my favorite introduction I've ever heard. Are we good? Can we hear me? Give me the thumbs up. Okay, cool. And let's begin. Tonight, in this very ring, we witness a veritable David versus Goliath as tonight. One man wrestles his own depression to pinfall or submission. Listen as the crowd noise simmers just above silence and anticipation. Man waits, already in the ring as depression comes out to full fanfare, a gold belt and an entourage of anxiety. And a whole lot of swagger as he slides in the ring so smooth his chest barely grazes the canvas. The crowd roars its hate as the bell rings. Depression slips brass knuckles out of its tights and onto its fist as anxiety climbs in the ring to distract the ref as punches thrown. It plants across man's chin. Man falls unconscious. Depression puts one boot on his chest. The ref counts in what feels like slow motion. 1. Man is hopeless. Tired of all these late night phone calls to friends who were never there when he needs them to. Lying in that ring, blood pouring from the open wound in his head, he realizes no one could save him from this. Except himself. Shocked screams ring out from the crowd as man's shoulder slips up from the canvas. They both stand. Man backs his opponent into the corner, throws his fist at depression again and again and again. For the first time in his entire life, it feels like he just might win. The arena shakes from the sound of it all as man slams depression into the mat and covers for the pin. The ref counts 1, 2. Depression shoves man off. Says, what kind of bullshit did you think this was? Your hallmark moment? Clinical depression is a lifelong condition. You cannot fight it with cute memes and wishful thinking. Pulling yourself up by your bootstraps does not make you fly. Physics doesn't work like that. Depression doesn't work like that. Man stumbles to his feet, still dazed, his whole world shaken from the brass knuckle punch of his condition. Depression springs off the ropes, bores itself through man's chest. Man, almost torn in half, lies on the ground. Depression covers him. The crowd drops silent as the ref counts 1, 2, 3. The audience leaves. Goes home to their families disappointed as man lays in the ring, a broken heap of bones, beaten, bleeding, but still breathing. And in the morning, he laces his boots for the day's fight to come, and he knows he won't win. And that's not the point. The point is someday he might. Yeah, thank you.
Oh my God, I just felt like I was stabbed in the chest, David. Thank you for that. So heavy. Oh my God. I think we need to take this time to focus on ourselves and this community that we just built, and Yep, I would like you to sit comfortably. Let's just sit comfortably. Okay, let's roll your shoulders. Everyone, if you're listening, if you're watching, shoulders to the front. And I'd like you to breathe with me. Okay, I'm gonna do the 4, 7, 8 breathing technique. Okay, 4, we breathe in together. 7, we pause. 8, we breathe out. While we're waiting for the, like organizer to give me the scores, the final scores to announce the winners. Let's just breathe together, everyone. Okay. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's breathe in together for strength. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe out. Release. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Together again, one more time. Let's breathe in for strength. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release for unity at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with that, I have to say that I have the results with me. Do you have some music for this? Okay, before I announce the winners, I am going to list down the prizes that our winners are gonna bring back virtually. I think the prizes will be sent to your email. Okay. The second runner-up will be bringing a dining voucher from Titik Dua in Bali. And the first runner-up will be bringing 1 spa voucher, which is needed at Taksu Spa. And the winner of Kembali 2020 Slam will be enjoying him or herself at Titik Dua with a dining voucher and also a spa voucher from Taksu Spa. I hope there will be no expiry dates for all of these vouchers, so we can go to Bali when we have found the vaccines and everything and enjoy yourselves. Okay. All right, so everyone, Slammers, how do you feel now? I want to know how you feel. Come on, unmute yourself. Communicate with me. I can't hear anything else but myself. Okay, I'm gonna count 3, 2, 1.
Hyped.
Woo! When I say 3, 2, 1, you're gonna unmute yourself and just yell, what you're feeling at the moment, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1, shout! Okay, Kembali Slam, Kembali 2020. Ubud Writers Readers Festival. We are going to announce your winners for the slam. Second runner-up. Drum roll, please. Guys, can you help me unmute yourself and make some sound, make some noise. Second runner-up goes to Germany with a score of 43.7. Woo! Okay. That took so much energy, actually. Okay, wait. I'm so confused. Guys, wait. Slammers, please stop chatting. Hang on, because I need to scroll up. Second runner-up. First runner-up. Okay. Second runner-up Now, first runner-up of Kembali 2020 Slam of Ubud Writers Readers Festival goes to, drum roll everybody, Kasturi from Malaysia, with a score of 43.7. Woohoo! It's actually the same score with Cedric, but according to the organizer, Kasturi finished earlier than Cedric. Nah, I think you guys are sharing the same, place. Yes, first, second, yeah, celebrate it together. We are celebrating with you now, Kasturi and Cedric. Congratulations, well done. Okay, now, all right, everybody, are you ready for this? 2020 Virtual Slam. This is huge, yo. I hope I get to see you guys in person next year at Ubud Festival in Bali itself. It's amazing, oh my God. I grew up with this festival, you guys. Please make your way there after we find a vaccine. Okay. Okay, ready? Let me announce the champion of Kembali 2020 Ubud Writers Readers Festival is, drumroll, Ether from Botswana with a score of 43.9.
Woohoo!
I'm happy for you. Ether. Yeah, guys, Ether is going to be a papa soon. Congratulations for both your winning and the baby you're having. Thank you so much for your
Thank
wisdom.
you.
Well done, Ether. How do you feel now?
Little surprised, very humbled, really happy. I'm literally surrounded by so many super ultra mega talented spoken word artists from like around the world. So just kind of sitting in and listening to y'all's was really cool. I'm super excited because this is part of life, I've been busy with like non-poetry stuff for so long. And so when I got the chance to perform here, I'm like, let me remember a big part of who I am. And the fact that I managed to come through and perform at such a like big ass stage is really empowering and kind of like validating. It's like, yeah, I get caught up, working really hard and trying to make money to feed your little boy, who's 2 months old, by the way, Ilya. It's a great blessing, and I will never let go of this gift ever. Thank you.
Oh, wow, you're a papa now. I didn't know that. Congratulations for both the winning and the title of, becoming a new father. Wow, this is big. Thank you so much for sharing your, presence with us. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen and folks, congratulations to all the winners. I hope the vaccines, hope for the vaccines to come sooner so, the winners can be able to go to Bali to redeem your prizes. And I truly feel rewarded for this privilege to host this year's slam. Thank you so much. And well done, Unspoken Bali, for pulling this off. Congratulations, winners. You are all winners. Remember, the point is not the point, but the point is poetry. And sorry, not sorry if I misbehaved tonight. And all right, see you next year. I am Ilya Sumanto, and I'm signing off.
Thank you, Ilya. Thank you so much. Tonight is such a fun night with you hosting the event. Thank you, Ilya. You are so amazing. And thank you to all of the poets. You guys are all amazing. What Ilya said was right. The poem is not the point. The point is the poetry. And from Unspoken Bali Poetry Slam, we want to say thank you for Kembali 2020 for including us and creating this platform for everyone all over the world tonight to express and get involved again in the poetry slam, even though it's just virtually. So, and definitely thank you for the sponsors from Titik Dua Ubud and also from Taksuspa. And don't forget, we will inform the details to the winners later. So congratulations again to Ether and Cedric and also Kasturi. Woohoo! Congratulations. And my name is Regina and I'm signing off. And right, see you guys next year, hopefully in Bali. Definitely, you're gonna see me again. Hopefully, we are invited again with the Uber brothers to join the Poetry Slam event. And thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell what you think about the event on social media or on the live chat. You can also watch this again on YouTube later on. I'll tell you the details later on. All right, thank you guys. Aman?